Muy buenas a todos, chavales. Bienvenidos un día más a Red de Redención. Bueno, bienvenidos un día más, no, bienvenidos por primera vez. Que estoy nervioso, Vamos a ver, chavales. Bienvenidos a una nueva serie para el canal, a uno de mis juegos favoritos de PlayStation 3, ¿vale? Y ahora lo traemos con un emulador de Nintendo Switch, ¿vale? Porque el de Play 3 va muy mal, pero aquí va bastante bien. Vamos a ponerlo normal. ¡Qué barbaridad, hermano! Dios mío. A ver. Vamos a ver. Un forte. Vamos a ver si... A ver. Madre mía. Vamos a ver. John Marston. La estación de Blackwater. Tío, esto es maravilloso, hermano. No me lo puedo creer que esté jugando a esto en el PC. Tú. Ojo. No estoy nada de acuerdo con lo que se ha hecho con el port a Nintendo Switch. Que a mí me está beneficiando ahora. Pero ha sido un robo. O sea, Rockstar no sé qué hace con su vida, la verdad. Pero bueno. Este juego me lo he comprado yo 2 veces. Una se lo regalé a mi primo y luego me lo compré otra vez para mí, el que tenía antes.
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants
Tengo hasta el mapa del Red Dead Redemption en la pared del cuarto.
concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently.
Qué asco de gente.
They have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Qué comienzo de juego, ¿eh?
Mrs. Bush, Armadillo.
Armadillo. Estación de Armadillo. Vale. Muy bien. Aquí empieza nuestra historia. Una historia de redención. Vamos a ver. Vale, chavales, ya he acomodado la pantalla para que no haya bordes negros. Vamos a ver. Espero que lo estéis viendo bien. Vale. Corre con el círculo. Vale. Aquí está el dial. Aquí está el dial de la arma. ¿Qué hace inútil? Vamos a ver. Madre mía.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Anda que... Mira el borracho, tú. Qué grande.
Alrighty, Mr. Marston, let's get.
Ah, vale, que va a montarme al caballo. Vale.
Take it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus. Whoa now.
Yeah.
Hello.
Vale. Vale.
Let's go. Come on.
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Vamos a ver.
Ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they
Qué barbaridad.
got being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk round those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as most read it back to. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Vamos a ver.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like females.
Vamos a ver.
Dang, those girls ain't even...
Un momento, chavales. Si hago así, ¿lo escucharéis mejor? ¿O más fuerte? Es que... no sé... Quiero que lo escuchéis bien, a ver.
fit for a drinking man.
Más o menos, vamos a ver.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
Joder. ¿Qué recuerdos me trae este juego?
Yeah. Oh, it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson. Do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
Los conejos. Podés cazar. Tío, pues no me he tirado a llorar cazando en este
You ain't very
juego.
talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Not far now. You'll see the fort when you get to the top of this hill. Yeah.
Por Mercer.
Listen, Mr.
Hemos llegado.
This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Vaya pillado. Pues comenzamos.
Go.
Vamos a ver.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you.
Anda, que el pillo venís solo aquí, ¿eh?
Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I
Madre
look like
mía.
I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well,
Bueno. Hostias.
Poor John.
Esta es la historia de John Marston. Tampoco hay... Encuentra a Bonnie. ¿Esta es Bonnie? ¿Se llama Bonnie? No me acuerdo, ¿eh? No me acuerdo ahora mismo. Pero me encuentra y me... Y me salva. ¿Bonnie McFarlane puede ser? No, no me acuerdo, no me acuerdo. Bueno. Nuevos amigos, viejos problemas.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane.
Bonnie McFarlane, ok.
Yes, Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Oh, menos.
Thank you, missus. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
Pues sí, hijo, posillo. Vamos a ver. Ese hombre del gobierno. Vale, aquí no hay nada. Tengo mi revólver. Lo saco así, lo guardo así. ¿Cómo se saltaba esto? Vale.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
Vamos a ver.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with
Vale.
my current quarters right now, Miss McFarlane.
Yo, el cuello.
Got a fine horse for you.
O el caballo negro, hermano.
Let's make a tour of the ranch so you can get your bearings.
Vamos a ver. Recuerdo los músculos. Mira los músculos del culo del caballo. Están tan bien hechos, tú. Madre mía, tú. Y en el 2 ya. Que no he jugado, ¿vale? Pero las fotos que he visto. A ver.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Vale.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase.
Madre mía, loco.
That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
Las vacas.
Come on, boys.
El granero.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Come on, this is the only chance you're gonna get to rest.
Pues a la casa que vamos.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Buah, este juego es increíble. Es que la historia de este juego... Uf, qué bien hecho está, tío.
Mr. Marston.
Miss McFarland.
Remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time.
Bueno. Vamos al lío.
Come on, then. Let's mount up and take a look around.
Mira cómo se toca la herida.
Right, follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious. Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your spirit and my feminine interest,
Pues sí, claramente.
quite a team. God damn it, these rabbits are at it again. Come on, let's get rid of them once and for all. Get your rifle out. It's about time these little thieves met their maker.
Vale, vale, vale. Que tengo...
Nice shooting. We got one. That's it. Kill those little varmints. Better at shooting rabbits than outlaws, I see.
Hostia. ¿Lo puedo despellar?
Mr. Marston, that rabbit doesn't stand a chance.
No puedo.
Let's get back on the horses and see what else is going on.
Vale, vale, vale. Me subo al caballo. ¿Y mi caballo? Aquí.
Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover.
Yeah.
Easy now. If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Giddy up! Damn coyotes are fast! We can't afford to lose any more livestock. Kill them, Mr. Marston. Quick, we're going after the chickens.
Perfecto.
Go.
¿Dónde hay más coyotes?
That coyote won't be back.
Down you go.
Nice shot. Well, we got rid of the coyotes. I just wish we'd saved all the chickens. Well, that's enough fun for one night. Let's head back. Let's go. I'll take you back to your room.
Madre mía, los ¡buah! ¡Dios!
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here.
Vale, esto es para frenar.
Can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
Perfecto, el caballo vuelve, ¿no? Vale.
Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarlane.
Duerme en la cama, perfecto. Pues vamos a guardar y como primer capítulo vamos a dejarlo por aquí. 6 horas más tarde, perfecto. Esto nos viene bien sobre todo para la hora de cazar. Munición del baúl. Sí. Bueno, claro, estamos en honor positivo. Vamos a intentar hacer el honor positivo, no negativo. Pues... traje de caballero, asesino letal. Tono de vaquero. Mercader perspicaz. A ver. Quédalo, hijo. Madre mía, chavales. Es que... vamos a guardar. Pues chavales, muchísimas gracias a todos los que habéis llegado hasta aquí. Nos espera una serie increíble. Pero increíble. Así que cuidado mucho. Hasta luego.